Welcome, welcome indeed to Mirror Domain's Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. And on today's show, we're going to be talking about all the trending movie news headlines of the day. Yes, indeed, this is a live news show for movie fans where we're going to be talking about Chris Hemsworth and Extraction 2. Elemental and The Flash arrive. Yes, guys, today The Flash arrives. Are you going to go out and see it? Elemental also comes out. Nobody seems to be talking about that one. Joker 2 we're going to be talking about. And Kevin Smith apparently got his hands on the Schumacher Cut of Batman Forever? We got a new Karate Kid. Daredevil Reborn gets postponed to live action. Bambi? Seriously? Oh my god, Jesus. But we start off today's movie news show by talking about Blue Beetle. Yeah, this came out a couple days ago. Blue Beetle will be the first official character of the new DC universe, James Gunn confirms. So we knew that, we thought that Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, The Flash, and that these were going to be like the final movies of the Snyderverse, right? Shazam, yeah. We thought that those ones were going to be like the final DC of that old regime, and like even Blue Beetle was going to be kind of like Elseworlds kind of stuff, right? But apparently no, it's going to be the official new DC character, which is going to be fine for a lot of people. If you're a fan of Cobra Kai, the guy in that is going to be our Blue Beetle. There was a trailer for this, right? And I watched it and I was like, okay, Zolo Meriduena, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I don't know exactly. If we get one movie or a trilogy, it's effing fold this one into the Justice League S. What? Who's swearing like that? My God. Kids these days. Unbelievable. That's from the actor Zolo. So let's just see what James Gunn said, because James Gunn is now in control of the DC universe. So according to the Rap Superman Legacy director said, quote, I mean, the first DCU character for sure is Blue Beetle, and the first full DCU movie is Superman. What? Close quote. I mean, the first DCU character for sure is Blue Beetle. But Blue Beetle is a movie. And the first full DCU movie is Superman. What the heck? So, what are you talking about, man? Am I not reading that right, guys? Blue Beetle is the first DCU character, but it's not the first DCU movie? But it's a movie! So what the heck are you talking about, James Gunn? Unbelievable. Talk about sending weird messages. I don't quite understand that one. That one seems kind of weird. I'm not quite getting that one. I'm really happy for Zolo. Cobra Kai series is finishing soon, so he has a future as an action star, I hope. Yeah, Hourglass Viking says. The casting for Blue Beetle I thought was pretty cool. I'm not sure about the costume though. It's sort of like if you've ever saw that anime Guyver, where it's like bio armor, right? That's just comes on. It's sort of like that. At least that's what I think. Which is also getting perilously close to a concept idea that I have for one of my movies, where there's like bio armor kind of thing like that. It's unfazed. It's just out of phase. So it's always on them. For my story, it's always on them, but it's just out of phase from our reality, so that when they press a button, it comes into phase. It's part of this the way that it is. So I don't know if that's how the Blue Beetle works. I really don't know that much about it. And I don't know what the heck James Gunn is talking about with this. I mean, the first DCU character for sure is Blue Beetle. So we thought for the longest time, while we were watching Shazam! Fury of the Gods, that Zachary Levi, we thought that maybe perhaps it would carry over into the new DC. We thought that Black Adam would, but that's not apparently going to happen. Aquaman 2, I guess, is going to close out, but this almost reads as confirmation for me that it's going to close out James Momoa as Aquaman. I think this almost feels like it confirms that, because we heard that Momoa is going to be possibly Lobo, because he made that announcement that, he came out of a meeting with Gunn and he was like so happy, he was like screaming and yelling and stuff like that. So it sounds like maybe that's almost confirmation that Aquaman is going to be done. And then Flash, that comes out today, guys, is going to be like resetting the Snyderverse, closing off that and setting up for like the new DC under James Gunn. That's what I'm getting. Blue Beetle, it almost sounds too, just to augment that, is that this sounds like this is going to be also shepherded into the new DCU. That this is going to be so disconnected from the Snyderverse stuff that this one will be able to carry over because it's not going to be connected. Possibly maybe Aquaman, because they've also said stuff like that too, but by the sounds of it, Jason Momoa, I don't see it, man. I see like Aquaman. That's what my spidey sense is telling me. What do you guys think? Blue Beetle, official new character in the DCU, says James Gunn. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. Okay, let's keep on with James Gunn, and he's got a quote out about Lex Luthor. Because we know that he's directing the new Superman Legacy movie that's coming out, which they're supposed to be doing casting stuff for this week, right? And next week, they're going to be doing casting sessions for the new Superman and Lois Lane. And I guess we're just talking about it. James Gunn said that Michael Rosenbaum was the best Lex Luthor. Really? Over Gene Hackman? Gene Hackman was the campy Lex Luthor, right? And then I guess you got the Kevin Spacey one that really didn't have a whole lot of time. But I actually kind of, like, I didn't mind Spacey. Well, before Spacey went crazy and did a whole bunch of illegal stuff and became a butthead. I didn't mind that interpretation of Lex. But I want the Lex Luthor where, he's going to build his mech suit, right? He's going to build that kind of stuff. And he's going to be able to do those kinds of action sequences. I want that kind of a Lex Luthor, not the Lex Luthor that was in the Snyderverse, where it's kind of like, he's just a tech guy, he's a nerdy tech guy. I hated that angle. Lex Luthor's smart up here, but he is also, able to make himself combat ready, I would say. Well, that's the kind of version that I would want to see. But according to James Gunn, he liked Michael Rosenbaum. I think that might have to do with the fact that James Gunn recently appeared on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, which I've got snippets from, actually. He's a pretty good interviewer. He interviews a lot of not the A-list actors, but like the actors from TV shows and stuff like that. He did Michael Biehn recently, and he just did James Gunn, so that's kind of cool. Michael Rosenbaum. Interesting podcast. So I'm guessing maybe something about that reads a little bit like it's a puff piece kind of thing. Like, you're interviewing me. Maybe, you're the best Lex. So let's see. James Gunn appeared on Rosenbaum's Inside You podcast. And when the topic of Luthor came up, Gunn was quick to say, "You are the best Lex. Let's admit it. You're the best Lex." Rosenbaum said, "Come on, you're being funny." So maybe they were just, being funny with each other. Jousting, poking fun. I don't know. James Gunn responded, "I'm not being funny. You're definitely the best Lex. Definitely." Okay. That is kind of a fan casting. Somebody said that last week, didn't they? That wouldn't it be awesome if Michael Rosenbaum came back as Lex for Superman Legacy? It's possible. People would accept it. Come on. James Jonah Jameson came back for Spider-Man No Way Home, right? So if they can do it like that, why not do it for Lex Luthor? Give him a shot again. I'm sure he would probably appreciate the work, even though I'm sure he's doing just fine for himself. Michael Rosenbaum seemed cool to me anyway. He seemed cool. So I'm on board with that. Guys, things are shaping up, and we're going to get hopefully by next week, we'll get an idea, a clearer picture as to who the Superman's going to be, if it's going to be Nicholas Hoult. that would be just so crazy, though. But where's that? Brittany and, those other guys. Hopefully we'll get an announcement as to little bit more of a clear picture as who's going to be the new Superman, right? Well, let's see. As you can see, some of the headlines are starting to trickle out. And I actually, maybe over the weekend, I'm going to listen to that Michael Rosenbaum podcast. It's on YouTube, guys. He puts it on YouTube. So the James Gunn interview with Michael Rosenbaum, I'm going to have to listen to that one just to see if there's any tidbits of information in there. Because sometimes you'll ask a question to him, and it's what he doesn't say that gives you clues, right? So that's why I would want to watch that. Okay, guys, if you don't know, we are a movie news show, live 11 a.m. Usually it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but tomorrow we'll be watching Extraction 2. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. So today we're doing the movie news show. There will be no movie news tomorrow. No movie news tomorrow, but if you want to follow me on all my social media handles, you can check me out there. For some reason, Facebook still isn't allowing me. I'm over my 60 days, guys, for Facebook. It should be able to transfer back to Mirror Domains Official. But if you want to go to the Facebook, I got to change it to Mirror Domains Official 4. Facebook sucks. There, I said it. All right, guys, enough of this. Let's go into what's opening up today. The Flash opens up in the theaters, guys, and are you going to go out and see it? Normally, I would go out and see it like in 4 hours. There's like a 3 o'clock afternoon showing that I would go see it, but hey, life sent me down a different direction. I'll be seeing it 11 a.m. Saturday morning. So there you go. I'll be seeing The Flash, and then pay attention to my Straight Out of the Theater reaction. We'll do our normal review and stuff on the weekend as well. I don't want to confirm anything for the weekend because, guys, I'm running like 12 hours here during the 5 days of the week here, right? But don't worry, it's all going for a just cause. I know I'm a little bit relaxed here on the YouTube stuff, but I'll be seeing The Flash, and The Flash... I'm really looking forward to seeing Michael Keaton back, and I'm actually oddly curious to see the Supergirl, this version of Supergirl. I didn't like Sasha Calle. I didn't like the way that they were going to go with her with the shorter hair. You know, I still wanted to see the blonde Kara, but I saw the trailers and she finally won me over. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she does in this. And I'm going to have to try to stay off the social media for the next day or so, or at least stay off the Twitterverse. I don't know how I'm going to do this, guys. I'm somebody like, I don't care too much about spoilers, but I want to try to keep some of the Easter eggs hidden. I know the director ruined one of the biggest Easter eggs. I want to keep some of them. I want to preserve some of them so that I'm kind of like, just like in Transformers at the end of the scene. I want to be like that, like, wow, right? And this movie should have that for most people because most people don't pay attention to the movie news stuff, so they won't expect all the cameos and stuff that happen, right? So if you've seen it, guys, Art there, Vikings says, yeah, you've seen it. Let me know, is there one post-credit scene? Did you stay for post-credit scenes? That's what I need. I suppose I need to know. But I'm really looking forward to this. Despite Ezra Miller and all his problems, I'm just going to look the other direction and bear through this one because I'm pretty sure, despite the fact that if this does like $1 billion, I still think they'll move away from him. They just can't risk it, right? And the flying looks fantastic in this. Michael Keaton. He can still do it, man. He can totally still do it. He looks awesome there. Why not? And I can't wait to see this on the big screen. The Flash today, guys. Are you going to go out and see it? Early previews for this should be good. Let's go over to the tomato meter and see what people are saying. 69% by critics, 95% by the audience. That's about expected. Critics have always been a little bit lower on these summer blockbusters. It's been the trend of this year. It's probably been the trend of every year, but 95% there by people coming out of the theater. So yeah, that's worthwhile seeing. So let's take a look at some of the snapshot reviews because we won't be talking about this tomorrow, guys. As I said, we're watching Extraction 2 tomorrow morning. Let's see what some of the snapshot reviews say here. New York Times didn't like it. They liked it. Sorry, New York Times liked it. I liked The Flash well enough while watching it. Oh, good. Thanks for the insight. I get out of here with that. NPR, I don't know what NPR is. Didn't like it. Like its main hero, the Flash doesn't hide how hungry it is to be seen as worthy, even though it spends much of its time running on empty. I don't know about that one. New York Post says, solidly entertaining if predictable time travel film that boasts something most DC movies sorely lack. A strong lead performance. Ooh, so they're taking a swing at Ezra Miller there. I heard good things about Ezra, though. But that's a good review. And they're saying that it's not a strong lead, a lack of a strong lead. Huh. Because he does multiple flashes in this, right? That was one of the good things that I heard. New York Magazine didn't like it. They said the film is remarkably banal. It's a deteriorating rest stop on the road to nowhere. The Flash gets credit for effort because this superhero movie isn't trying to be stupid or convoluted. It gets there by accident. They didn't like that, obviously. It's critics, guys. You just got to take it with a grain of salt. 69%. I'm guessing the 95% audience score is going to be exactly the way that I'm going to feel about it too. Because I'll be going into it with the notion that this will be the final, I guess, big outing of the Snyderverse characters. So this is the last time we'll see Batfleck. This is the last time we'll see Jeremy Irons as Alfred, which sucks because they had such good chemistry, man. Jeremy Irons and Ben Affleck had a good duo, and I liked it because it felt so different from the Robert Pattinson Andy Serkis combination, right? I loved how different those felt. Someday, I'm still holding out hope that someday we may get a solo Batfleck movie. I'm like, the chances are like 1%. Because Ben Affleck said it. He's done. He never wants to do it again. He doesn't even want to be part of it anymore. But you never know. Sometimes money talks. Maybe a break away from it will recharge his batteries to say, okay, maybe I will do this again. Because James Gunn has said that he doesn't mind Elseworlds stuff that happens on the side, right? Elseworlds stuff. So we'll have to see how it all goes. I don't know. The Flash opens up today, guys. Are you going to go see it? Or are you going to go see it Friday or whenever? Let me know what you think about it, and we'll talk about it. Elemental also opens up today. So Flash and the Elemental open up today. That's big movie news and entertainment headline for sure. Elemental, an hour and 49 minutes. Oof, guys, again, you're getting closer to that 2-hour mark. Pixar. Follows Ember and Wade into a city with fire and water, land and air residents live together. Ember and Wade. Wading into water. Ember, fire embers. I get it. June 16th. Are you guys going to go see this one? Mamadou Achi plays Ripple, or Wade Ripple. So he plays Wade. I do like Mamadou Achi. Again, voice casting, I'm just not feeling this one, man. I know that my niece says that she wants to see this one. She didn't want to see Little Mermaid. She didn't want to see Spider-Man. I don't know what's going on there. Leia Lewis. Elemental. How's it faring at the Rotten Tomato score? 78% by critics. So it is higher than The Flash, but it's only, it's 81 reviews. I'd say it's probably going to hang around there. Guys, this one nobody's talking about. Nobody in my circle's jumping out there saying, I gotta go see Elemental this weekend. Oh my God, I'm gonna take. Like, the kids will go see it, but if the kids haven't gone to see Spider-Man or Little Mermaid, those ones are going to be priority, right? And even I think Mario is still playing in the theaters, for crying out loud. Let me pull up my theater listing here. I'm just puzzled by the lack of excitement for Elemental because it's Pixar. And I understand that Pixar has been kind of on the decline. Let's go and take a look at what's... actually, I'll pull up Saturday's numbers because I just want to confirm that I'm seeing The Flash there. I'm not going to be seeing the AVX. Oh, sorry, at 11:20, I'll be seeing it. Yeah, Elemental. And then Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man is going to be the big one for a lot of people. Like, kids just eat that stuff up. Transformers is still good. Little Mermaid's still going to be playing. Boogeyman, for some unforeseeable reason, still playing. Fast X. Yeah, see, Super Mario's still playing. Ponyo. That's Studio Ghibli, right? Huh. Yeah, so I'm seeing at 11:20. See what the seat previews say for Flash 720. Nobody's there. Oh, and this is the really small screen. This doesn't even have the front row. That's fine. That's fine with me. A small, intimate setting like that. Hey, I'll be watching that. Cool. Yeah, man. Box office wise, we looked at this yesterday. We know that Flash is probably going to be number one, and then I think it's going to be Elemental with Well, actually, no, Elemental, because Transformers will probably drop around to 30 to 35 million. Can Elemental make that? I thought I saw early tracking numbers for Elemental like 16 million. And Spider-Verse is not going to make less than 25 million this weekend either. So I'm beginning to think it's going to go Flash, Transformers, Spider-Man, Elemental in the 4th spot, and then Little Mermaid. That's what I'm feeling here, guys. What do you guys think the weekend's box office is going to shape up as? I think Flash is going to, Flash is going to blow things out of the water. One post-credit scene says Arglass Vikings. Oh, thank you. I'll be staying for that anyway. Chris Schober, I just want to confirm, right? Chris Schober says, do you think the Flash movie will only be one movie, or do you think there will be sequels? Well, it depends on how much box office it makes. Flash was tracking for 60 million opening weekend, and that's not good enough. Flash needed to make $1 billion for their sequel to be going. For enough of like David Zaslav to say, James Gunn, you have to greenlight a Flash 2. It won't, despite the fact that it's not going to fit in with your plan, you're going to have, he can force James Gunn to say, he's got to use this Flash. But I think just the box office projection wise, I'm not seeing the data yet, but maybe we'll be blown away, man. Imagine if Flash comes out this weekend and it's 100 million opening domestically, which is where it should be. It should be. We'll have to see. Ezra was fantastic in this, Arglass says. I hope his future is brighter. And it seems like he was humble at the premiere, right? He thanked the executives and stuff like that, even though he wasn't allowed to take questions or something. It seems like he's getting the help, because we haven't heard anything else, right? He's going to counseling. He's going to pay his dues. And I know he's done stuff that people just can't forgive, but I don't want to go into that. Does the Joker have a release date yet, James? Yes, it does, Chris Schober. It does. That's one that hasn't been shoved around. And talking about like Elseworld stuff, Joker is definitely Elseworlds in the DCU. That hasn't been shifted around yet. Okay. Let's move on to Chris Hemsworth. Guys, tomorrow morning, we will be watching Extraction 2 here on the channel Mirror Domains. Earlier this week, we watched Escape Plans, but Extraction 2 tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So come join us here on the channel. That's why there's going to be no movie news tomorrow. We'll be watching Extraction 2 action movie. It's 2 hours. So, looking forward to that. We'll be watching it from 10 to 12 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, because I have to watch it to get it into my schedule, and I'm really looking forward to that. So please come join us tomorrow. It's already up on the channel. The link for it is already up on the channel right now. Chris Hemsworth. What else can you find here? My Rise of the Beasts reviews up on the channel. We watched Mother, watched series like Mandalorian and stuff. So come join us for that. Talking about Extraction 2, some of the early reviews are out for it, because critics do get to see it, right? I haven't read any of them, because I just read the headline saying ratchets up the adrenaline pumping action, and that's when I hear it. It's like, what, a 23-minute solid one take. I'm actually starting to get a little bit giddy thinking about, because I do appreciate good action here, right? I do like good action movies. Tyler Rake Yeah, and Chris Hemsworth, he's good in these smaller side projects. I know success yet, like equal to like a Thor, but I liked Extraction. I like Spiderhead. Uh, yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Some of the early reviews are out, so if you want to go check out some of the early reviews, Variety and all the big trades have them. I'm sure there's a tomato score already for it. But just keeping with Chris Hemsworth here, remember a while ago he said that he was going to take a break from acting because he got hurt on doing a reality show or something, right? And then he was like, maybe I should slow this down a little bit, right? Or then he got sick too, right? Chris Hemsworth clarifies the statements about taking a break from acting. They were blown out of proportion, making this discovery about a predisposed to illness. Yeah. Yeah, he was doing a doctor checkup for that reality show, right? And they did some blood work and they found out that he was predisposed to this certain type of illness that eventually may hit him later on down the road. So he just took a step back saying, okay, well, I'm just weighing out what are the risks here? Should I be doing this kind of stuff? And I guess those comments were taken to the extreme, saying he's going to quit acting or something like that. Hey, I'm not immune to that kind of stuff here on the channel. I'll use that as my clickbaity titles and stuff like that, just to get in people clicking my videos to find out what we do here on the channel. I got no problem with that. So he said to the Hollywood Reporter, I wanted to take off. I wanted to take off because I've been working 10 years and I've got 3 kids and I want to spend more time with them. Okay, well, that's totally understandable. Yeah, especially when they're young. That's when they're going to develop people who they're going to become later on in life. So you want to be included with decision making, right? Instead of just giving it over to nannies and daycares, because it's really nannies and daycares are going to be developing the people's psyches for later on by telling you no or yes or letting you do things. But as a parent, when you're around and saying, no, you can't do that or stop that, then you are the one that they're going to imprint on for that kind of stuff, right? Realize how life is just flying by. Yeah, that's blown out of proportion. But Extraction 2, he's back in full force anyway. He's got that Hulk Hogan picture coming up too. So we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah. Come join us tomorrow for Extraction 2, guys. Chris Hemsworth. Why not? Just a quick break from the comic book headlines. Let's get back into it with Joker 2. Joker 2, Zazie Beetz thinks sequel won't be what fans are expecting. Well, we know that they're shooting this, and we heard that she was supposed to be back in this in some fashion. I don't know if she's going to be like this, kind of like a phantom, kind of like a hallucination that he has, because we know that he hallucinates in things, right? Because we didn't see her get killed in the first movie. He just walks out of the apartment, right? We assume that maybe he killed her. Zazie Beetz says that Joker Folie à Deux won't be sequel that fans are expecting and praises Lady Gaga. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Lady Gaga. She said about this, quote, I think people will be surprised. I don't think it's going to be what they expect around it being musical. Yeah, I don't expect full musical. I just expect like musical numbers to be in there just to accent the crazy umbrella that they're under that encapsulates them. I'm talking about Joker and Harley here, that bind them together, right? She continues, quote, we all sort of express musically and dancing in our lives day to day. I think it's going to work really well, close quote. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's not going to be like a full-blown like Sound of Music. The hills are like, it'll be kind of like that, but it'll be like the weird, crazy version of that. It's not going to be like a full-blown, like every sentence is going to be some kind of a song, right? It's not going to be like that. There will be normal dialogue. So that's pretty expected, right? She talked about Lady Gaga. Her quote was, she's super warm and kind. I felt very welcome with her on set. She was doing her own character work and stuff, but she's a very grounded person. She's just Stephanie. Well, that's her real name, right? Close quote. And then she just goes on. This is the same interview where she said that she won't be back for Deadpool 3 that we talked about yesterday. We talked about that yesterday. Joker, Folie à Deux is set to hit theaters October 4th, 2024, guys. What do you think about that? Just a quick little Joker 2 update. I thought it was worth looking at. Chris over in the live chat says, does the Joker have a release date? Yeah. October 4th, 2024, next year. So still over, 15 months away. Does Joker 2 have any new images? I'm sure they probably do. Not officially by any of the big trades, not official new images, but I'm sure there's probably still lots of behind-the-scenes stuff, paparazzi-style pictures of Joker 2. Continuing on with more comic book news. Kevin Smith has come out and said that he's got access to the Schumacher Cut. Kevin Smith has a copy of the Joel Schumacher Cut of Batman Forever and will review it this month. Yeah. Apparently, this is a story where Batman Forever had a much darker, not so funny cut, where they went into a lot more of the psychological stuff with Bruce Wayne and stuff. If you watch the original teaser trailer for Batman Forever, you've seen like Bruce Wayne in front of like a big bat. Maybe we can pull that up. Batman Forever Schumacher Cut. We'll see if we can get some still images here of what I'm talking about. Yeah, right there. There's this. Like it goes much more into the psyche of him with the bat and stuff like that. I thought it looked a little bit hokey. I can understand why they cut that, but that's part of the Schumacher Cut. And it's apparently doesn't have as much of like the campy feel to it, which I'd be excited to see and stuff. And it's got a lot more of Val Kilmer, which is kind of cool. But Kevin Smith got a copy of it, so it does exist. Even though the studio said that they would never let it see the sight of day. But hey, did that Kevin Smith get a copy of the Schumacher Cut of Batman Forever? And he's going to talk about it June 19th, so 4 days away. Better tune in, everyone. So he's going to watch it and he's going to review it. Now, Smith is one that you kind of have to take with a grain of salt when it comes to his reviews, because he's one of those people that just loves everything. It's hard to get any kind of scrutiny out of him, right? Which makes him feel like his reviews may not be totally worth listening to. But apparently a lot of people do listen to him. He's somebody who is articulate, who likes to talk, so that's why people listen to him. I'm curious about it. 170-minute Schumacher Cut of Batman Forever. Wow. So I think that it went much deeper into his childhood psychosis. Yeah, exactly. That's what I heard. And his mental blocks, that it was more serious, darker version of the movie, of the first assembles that Joel filled with the studio. Yeah, and it won't have like the Batman butt shot of him putting on his costume and stuff. That'd be kind of an interesting cut to see. And apparently even like Jim Carrey is dialed back in it. Like he's not so over the top kind of stuff. It's still going to have that flavor. It's hard not to, because it's still going to have a lot of the same footage from the movie that we saw. But June 19th, he's going to be reviewing it. So it's curious. It's just one of, as movie fans, right? It's like one of those anomalies we've always heard of. And we just assume that we're never going to see the original cut. It's kind of like we're never going to see the original cut of Solo. We're never going to see the original cut of the first Suicide Squad, which kind of sucks, because those are the things that we want to see. And we're never going to see Josh Trank's cut of Fantastic Four. Those ones are just get buried. And for the longest time, the Schumacher Cut of Batman Forever was one of those things. So maybe I'm still going to hold out hope. Like someday we may be able to see the Josh Trank Fantastic Four. That's one that I would like to see out of these lost cuts. And I would be curious to see what the air cut of the first Suicide Squad was, because that was apparently a lot darker as well, a lot more adult themed. it didn't have that music video cut to it that happened when they took the editing bay away from them, which kind of sucks. But Schumacher Cut, are you guys curious about that? Or do you follow Kevin Smith? Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in checking that out. I hope someday they release it. What harm would that do? What harm would it be to release that cut to the general audience? Put it out there for people. Just, hey, if they're curious, they'll go and buy like for $2 or whatever, or $5 access to it, and they'll watch it. Earn a little bit of cheddar, maybe a couple $1,000. I don't know. Oh, mercy. Whoops. Chris Over says, James, you can't see your face on YouTube. It's screen video is playing picture. There's a big screen on your picture, a small one too. Oh, am I having YouTube issues? Stats. Frame rate missed due to lag. Stream health says fine. Stream is healthy. Frames missed. Did you guys get most of that Schumacher Cut story? If you got the audio for it, that's fine. Just OBS is saying that the image here is fine. Stream is healthy. And my OBS dashboard is saying nothing is in the red. No dropped frames. I guess I can, oh, I got my phone over there, shoot. Yeah, you're clear and audio fine with me. Okay, thanks, Arglass. Yeah. Hey, sometimes it happens. Sometimes when I toggle in between my scenes, that's how I toggle in between, guys, is my computer has trouble with the frame rates and stuff, which will not be a problem for too much longer. Oh, I can't wait. A month away. We're just a month away from my new rig coming in, guys. Oh, it's going to be so nice just to not to have to worry about dropped frame rates, or it's going to be exciting. I'm happy for it, and I'm looking forward to my new computer upgrade. Coming soon, guys. Just a month away. But I gotta earn it. Gotta earn it. Okay. Continuing on with more headlines here. Let's talk about the Daredevil Reborn and Penguin series being put on hiatus. Again, this is one of those things where this came out a couple of days ago, well, 19 hours ago. This is a little bit dated news, but this is not unexpected. Daredevil Born Again and Penguin put on in hiatus due to the writer's strike. I should have included it yesterday with all those delays, but we just got so many delays and other announcements yesterday. I was kind of like, well, these kinds of things are going to be expected. And as I said, remember, June 30th is the SAG deadline, and that will really put pressure on executives and studios to cut a deal by then, right? And hopefully it won't last long after that. If SAG strikes, then hopefully there'll be enough ammunition for the writers and the actors to bargain for enough concessions that they feel happy, right? To go back to work, so that this kind of stuff doesn't happen for too long. But Daredevil Born Again was one that I was looking forward to. Vincent D'Onofrio back as Kingpin, and they said that even Punisher was going to be back at some capacity, so I was looking forward to that. Penguin, I thought it was only going to be like 6 episodes, Penguin, and if it was all written, then why is it on hiatus? I don't quite understand that one, because they had already started to shoot this early in January. Like, it was early this year that they were starting to shoot Penguin, so I'm not sure exactly why that one is on hiatus. Hollywood Reporters confirmed that both shows were shut down multiple times due to the strike, and it was decided to put them on permanent hold until the strike ends. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense, to stand in solidarity. Again, these are just the kinds of things that happen when these things happen in with contract negotiations and stuff, right? Um, yeah, so let's try to get Daredevil Born Again. That makes sense to me, but I want to get the Penguin here from DC. The Batman. It's a spin-off from the Robert Pattinson Batman movie. We know that. Okay, so Penguin is 8 episodes. I thought it was only going to be 6, though. But 8 episodes, that's fine. And we will be doing full live reactions and watch-alongs for it when it comes out. Even if it's on HBO, guys, I'll sign up for that. Not looking forward to that, but because I have to get Crave here, and Crave is like $20, and you don't get that much. The Batman director, Matt Reeves, is on board. Yeah, we know that. So Colin Farrell as a Penguin, I thought was really cool casting. Just a minor story, nothing too significant there. No deadline, no anticipated start update again because of the strikes, right? Because of the strikes. Are you a Cobra Kai fan? Were you hoping for a new Karate Kid movie that would be based on Cobra Kai? Well, apparently that's not happening. Yeah. New Karate Kid, possible plot details emerge for new film that sees return of Jackie Chan's Mr. Han. What? This is somewhat mind-boggling. Yeah, we heard a while back that the studios were working on a new Karate Kid, and it was not going to be tied to the Cobra Kai series, which boggles the mind. You got a fan base there that's going out and watching Cobra Kai. Would seem to make sense that you would want to tap into that same kind of fandom, but not so much apparently. You're still going to go back to that Jackie Chan version, which, guys, when that movie came out, you heard me say it, that I don't understand why they still insist on calling it karate, because in China it's not karate, guys. Karate is Japanese wushu, right? And I think they even mentioned that in that movie. I only saw the movie once. Jackie Chan is still up there, but apparently this headline here says that sees the return of Jackie Chan's Mr. Han, but apparently that's not going to be what it's about. It's not going to be about Mr. Han either. Recently it was reported Jackie Chan may be returning. There are no rumored details about what the new plots may involve, but an insider said that the new movie would be about a Chinese 16-year-old who studied Jackie Chan's kung fu studio in China. So he would be, just a cameo in this? And then his family moves to Brooklyn. He falls for a girl whose dad is a 35 washed-up boxer who runs a pizza place. The kid trains the girl's dad for a comeback. So a student of Jackie Chan's, that's what it's about. And then he trains an older person. I've heard concepts of that. But based on that, yeah, Jackie Chan would not be a big role in this one. He wouldn't be like the Miyagi kind of role that was in the first Jackie Chan, in the first Karate Kids. Is it going to be Daniel's son for the new Karate Kid movie again, James? No, not according to this. A 16-year-old who studied at Jackie Chan's kung fu studio, who moves to Brooklyn, falls for a girl. So there's a love story there, a love angle, and then the dad is a 35-year-old washed-up boxer, and then the kid trains the. Yeah, I heard that they were trying to work with a role reversal. Again, as cool of a concept as that is, why do you have to call it a Karate Kid movie then, right? Why do you have to tie it to Jackie? Just say that a kid trained with Jackie Chan. You don't have to call it Karate Kid. You're trying to cash in on the name there, but it's going to confuse a lot of people. Like, they're not going to be as tied into the information as we are as movie fans, right? It'll be like, oh, cool. A new Karate Kid movie. Is it going to have the people from Cobra Kai in it? No. Oh. I'm not going to watch that then. That's pretty much what people's reactions are going to be. I know that they'll have the Jackie Chan fans out there that will go see it. They'll have like the Karate Kid fans that are following information like this that'll be wanting to go see it. But as far as gaining a new audience, I just call it something else. That's all I would say. Like the premise, the story premise seems sound, but if it's not going to be tied to anything, it's kind of like in Elseworlds. Like if Cobra Kai and like Daniel is like the main canon of Karate Kid, so the Jackie Chan one seems like the Elseworlds version of Karate Kid. And as a studio, I don't understand why you would keep on doing that. We'll have to see how that turns out. What do you guys think about that for a new Karate Kid movie? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. A live-action Bambi movie? Seriously? Do we need a live-action Bambi movie? This broke a couple days ago as well. Sarah Polley in talks to direct live-action Bambi for Disney. Well, I do like Sarah Polley. She just won for Women Talking, right? Live-action Bambi. Is it possible? I guess my first question is, are they going to go for that live-action Lion King movie? Look to the animals? Like, have them actually look like real, well, sort of real. Like, guys, they said that this looks like photorealism. Like, no, I knew watching it. That's a computer animated, generated cat. Like, what kind of smoke or what kind of fool do you take me for? No. That's a computer generated image. And if they're going to go with Bambi like this, like, yeah, no, it's too crisp. The problem here for me is that if they're going to go live action Bambi, make it like, okay, make the fur and stuff look sort of realistic, photorealistic, but have the faces be animated. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, have them talk and stuff, like what they did for that new upcoming movie about dogs, right? Strays, where yeah, their faces still emote and stuff. Have it like that. Concede, make a concession that the photorealistic animals. It's exciting to see what computers can do, but it just it sucks all the life out of the the flair that emotive faces deliver. When you just see like a cub and a warthog there, it's kind of like, well, yeah, that looks sort of like what animals should be looking like. I just kind of like, it's all about how the take is, right? But Sarah Polley, if she's going to be directing this, they're in talks for it. I expect the general reaction to this to be eye rolling. Oh, here we go again. Another live action. Disney, don't you have anything new to do? Well, they're putting out Elemental this week, and apparently nobody wants to go see it. So, well, Pixar is part of Disney, though, James. Pixar's on its own. It's not part of... Well, guys, it is what it is. As I said, it's just about that angle. Make the faces animated. If you want to have the fur and stuff CGI with photorealistic fur, then go that route. But, okay. My only other criticism is that, Little Mermaid, for God's sakes, don't have a $200 million budget for this. It's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. If you can deliver a live-action Bambi movie for $50 to $100 million, $100 million is the ceiling I would put on that. That's it. You can't do it? Then we're not making it. That's it. That's where I would be as a studio executive. But Disney's got lots of money to throw around if they want to toil around like this and lose money like they have been losing with like Little Mermaid, and Elemental's probably going to be a bomb as well. Hey, have at it, Haas. But I'm just like, hey, can't you read the tea leaves and the warning signs just like us, right? Can't you do that? So if it comes out like Bambi's got a $250 million budget, you'll see me pull out my hair on live here on YouTube. It'll be just like, this is nonsensical. Hey, out of that budget, can you maybe send $1 million my way? Maybe just accidentally say you spent $1 million on a toilet seat and send it to me. There you go. I'll take that. Sarah Polley's talented. I'll have to see. And this is the kind of thing where they announced this that they're in talks for this. But guys, the writer's strike, they're striking. So who knows when the release date will that ever come into fruition? Maybe expect it for 2026, which it shouldn't take that long to get things up and organized, guys. But we'll have to see. Live action Bambi. I don't know. Let's go into some hit or miss headlines. Oh, actually, we got some live comments here. I can't believe that they were going to be doing a Star Wars movie for 2020-31 for delay. Yeah, no, the delays suck. Arglass Viking says, I didn't mind the Jaden Smith Karate Kid. They should have had him do a sequel going back home. Yeah, now he's too old, and now I don't think he wants to act anymore. This new project is a bandwagon cash grab. That's exactly what it feels like, Arglass. Feels like a cash grab. All right. Let's go into some hit or miss. Can Warner Bros. Restore its movie glory? Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi want Christopher Nolan back. Will prioritize theatrical and take more big swings. Well, I don't mind the big swings angle, as long as those budgets, again, are not too inflated. So these are the two people in creative control again. Some part of Warner Bros. Under Zaslav, right? They work under Zaslav because he's the big CEO. They wanted to reestablish good relations. We saw this yesterday, it was yesterday about Christopher Nolan. They wanted good relations with him because after Tenet, they really hurt his feelings, saying that they wanted Tenet in on the streaming platform at the same time. And there's like Nolan was like, nope. And hey, if this is the way I'm going to get treated, I'm out of here. So they really kind of paid him more royalties and stuff to try to win favor back, to get Nolan back. I think he'll come back because it just suits him. I'll keep my eye on this. I like her suit, or whatever you call that. Dress suit. Nice style. Interesting. Sorry, I'm digressing. That's all from that. Don't need to dwell on that. There's a big article up on Hollywood Reporter about Scarlett Johansson talking about Asteroid City. She said that she would like to work with Tom Cruise. That would be kind of cool. Could she appear in the final Mission Impossible movie? Now, that would be awesome. Of course, if she was going to be in a Mission Impossible movie, people would be like, well, she did Black Widow. She can continue on and carry the franchise. That's not exactly what I think she would like to do. She wants to do these smaller projects like Asteroid City. And she goes on in this article to talk about her experience auditioning for Gravity. She auditioned for Gravity once with that Sandra Bullock movie. And apparently that didn't go so well. Yeah, that one's kind of interesting. That's what he'll be farming from that. Well, Scarlett Johansson. And I will be going to see Asteroid City next week. Mostly because of her, Tom Hanks, Jason Schwartzman. He's always good. Wes Anderson is meh for me, but Scarlett Johansson is always a winner in my books. And I will go see that. Arglass Viking says, I could see Tom and Scarlett in a rom-com similar to Night and Day. Wow. That's like a 20-year gap. No, she's too young for her. As a love interest to Tom Cruise. I don't want to see that. But something like a thriller like that, like it would be awesome if she was in the final Dead Reckoning Part 2, Mission Impossible. As long as they don't try to pass the torch to her, right? Say, now she's the new character. No, don't do that. Unless she feels like she's got like one or two in the can that she can do that for. Scarlett Johansson. Let's just get an age reading here. So she's much younger than me, and not that much younger than me, but God, just looking at her, I'm mesmerized, enchanted. All right, moving on. Ooh, some somber news here, guys. I apologize. Glenda Jackson, feisty two-time Oscar winner, dies at 87. Now, I don't recognize her. Was she in Amelie or something? Women in Love and Touch of Class. No. Okay. Rest in peace. Not too familiar with her work. Let's pay some respects. Go over to her IMDb page. Her face looks vaguely familiar. Long career. Really long career. See if anything jumps off the page at me here. We lost Treat Williams earlier this week, and that was a tragic accident. This one seems like it's just old age, right? Just old age. Life well lived is what I want to say. Yeah, that's a long career. 1956 is her first credit. Rest in peace, Glenda Jackson. Next! Halloween 2. Were you guys fans of Halloween 2? Halloween 2 board game is now available for pre-order. Well, guys, if you were a fan of the Blumhouse Halloween trilogy that was supposed to take place right after the first Halloween movie, it retconned Halloween 2, right? It basically said that Halloween 2 didn't take place because it was not until Halloween 2 that it was revealed that Michael wanted to kill Laurie Strode, right? Because they were related or something, right? That she was the younger daughter. Like, that's when that revelation came out. But apparently there's a board game, and you can pre-order it now. It was from a Kickstarter, $59. The estimated time of the delivery is December 2023. You got any photos? I didn't hate the original Halloween 2, not Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I didn't mind it. Walking through the glass, that was kind of creepy. If we have, maybe around this year, if I find it on Tubi or something, we'll watch the first 2 Halloween movies because they're worth watching. And I do like Halloween 4 and 5 as well. But there's a board game coming out. Fascinating. What do you do? The game had to be inspired by the movie. It's fun to play. Okay, we understand that. During gameplay, it ensures each game's result is different and unpredictable. Remember the 2-hour blocks sitting around. So what do you play it with, like with a video game with like a screen on in the background? I don't know. If you want to read this, it's up on Joe Blow and get more details about that. We're running out of time here, guys. We are. Oh, I was scrolling through Tubi the other day, and I saw that Jean-Claude Van Damme's Time Cop is on Tubi. So we may be doing a full live watch along for that. Maybe next week, maybe next Thursday, we'll be watching Time Cop here, guys. So on the weekend, I'll post up the Grumpy Man Reacts poll. I know I should get around to it, but guys, hours seem to go by like minutes for me. I just don't have a whole lot of time. So I'll try to get the poll up as soon as I can for Grumpy Man Reacts next week. And then I think on next Thursday, we'll be watching Time Cop. I said that we should watch. I want to watch Black Widow as well with you guys. There's just so much. There's just so much to do. And so little time. Yeah. All right. Let's go over to the Twitterverse, see what's rounding up out there, see if we missed anything. I heard that they might be doing a 50th anniversary edition for Halloween movie. That'd be cool. I do really like the first Halloween movie. I know that some people, for some weird reason, people think that it's really lo-fi, but I liked it. I like all the deleted scenes with Loomis going to like this the psych ward and talking to like the board, trying to appeal to keep Michael locked up and stuff like that. I like all those deleted scenes in it too. Mason Gooding, Tom Hilfiger, we don't need that. Photo shoots I'm just going to skip over. First look at Young Love. Prosper. I'm just looking for anything that jumps off the page here, guys. And I'm not seeing it. Bear. Oh yeah, and The Blackening comes out next week, right? Where's The Blackening this week? I don't know. It's not playing anywhere around me. But apparently it's 84% on Rotten Tomatoes with 80% by the audience. So people who have the option to go out and see The Blackening are enjoying it. Let me pull up The Blackening. Let's try tomorrow. I thought we already did this, actually. I thought I already looked for it. And I didn't see it. Oh, no, there it is there. Okay, good. It is updated. So it is opening up near here. Huh. 1:30. But after Flash, as I said, I might be taking my niece to see Elemental. I can't see 3 movies on the weekend and get all that stuff rated out. And next weekend, I'm seeing Asteroid City and... No, I'm just seeing Asteroid City. So maybe I'll push it to next week. Yeah. And then I want to sneak into Zara Hotkey, Zara Baki. I don't know. We'll see. Is that all the hit or miss headlines? All right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's just more photo shoot stuff. Black Mirror is out on... I was actually looking at Black Mirror, this new season of Black Mirror, and I'm kind of like, I want to watch some of these. I would love to watch it with you guys as well, but the kind of thing is, as I said, I don't really got the time. Hours go by like minutes, which is good, because that means it gets me closer to my computer coming. What's this? Cobweb. The new poster for horror movie Cobweb has been released. There's a trailer out for that too, isn't there? Cobweb? Film stars Lizzie Kaplan. New horror movie. Yeah, there is a trailer out for Cobweb. Huh. Gonna have to watch that. I don't even know what that's about. From the producer of Barbarian. Ooh, looks like a ghost. Yeah. That coming out of the room stuff. That's creepy. And I do like Lizzie Kaplan. So she's going to be starring in this Cobweb. Fascinating. It looks like, yeah, the kid tries to warn the parents that there's somebody living in the house or there's noises coming from the house. That sounds familiar. Yeah. And they don't believe the kid. Very common horror movie trope. Early reviews for Indiana Jones are out, guys. They had their big premiere the other day, too. So we'll be looking at that stuff in the next week. Like, Indiana Jones doesn't come out for another 2 weeks, guys. So I don't want to get too ahead of the horse on that one. All right, guys, that's it for me. Enjoy your weekend. Go watch The Flash or Elemental. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Some of these stories will be cut out and posted later on, hopefully at a reasonable time. Yesterday, for some reason, I had my phone in my pocket. It got locked. It said too many password attempts, login attempts, and I had to wait 2 hours. And I just forgot about it. And I couldn't, because I cut these stories out while I'm eating my breakfast. And then I wait for it to get edited, like for YouTube to process it. And then usually around 6 p.m. is when I post them. This is when I try to post them. I don't know. Guys, I'm really trying. And I'm not feeling bogged down by this workload. But there may be the odd occasional day in the week or so where I'll just be like, I may not do YouTube. But I still, right now it's comfortable. It's not uncomfortable. So that's the way that I look at it. Hey, at least I'm doing something at least once a day. So hey, it's all good. So there you go. Anyway, enjoy your weekend, guys. Join us tomorrow for Extraction 2. I have a meeting at 9:30 in the morning, so I should get back. I should be back in time for that 10 a.m. start time. And if I'm like 5 minutes late, no big deal. No big deal. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. You're watching Mirror Domains. Hit that thumbs up button.